Restoring broken relationships. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. Matthew chapter 18, verse 15. Hello and welcome to day 103 of Faith for Every Day. Today's topic is one that touches every one of us sooner or later: restoring broken relationships. Let us face it, relationships can be messy, whether it is family, friendships, or even within the church. Misunderstandings and hurt can drive people apart. But in Matthew chapter 18, verse 15, Jesus gives us a practical and loving steps towards reconciliation. Go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. That is not always easy, is it? Our natural tendency is often to avoid the person, talk to someone else about it, or let bitterness take root. But Jesus calls us to do something different. He calls us to restore, not resent. Let us break this down. This verse is not about confrontation for the sake of being right. It is about restoration. The goal is not to prove something wrong, but to gain thy brother. When we approach someone directly and privately, with humility and grace, we open the door for healing. And whether the person responds well or not, you have taken a step towards peace, both with them and in your heart. So, how do we begin restoring broken relationships? Here are a few gentle steps to guide the way. Start with prayer. Before you say a word to the other person, talk to God. Ask Him to soften your heart and give you wisdom and guide your words. Speak in love, not accusation. Use I statements instead of pointing fingers. Say things like, I felt hurt when, rather than you always. Be willing to listen. Sometimes we discover there is more to the story than we realize. Listening with compassion can build bridges. Forgive, even if they do not apologize. Forgiveness is not always about the other person. It is about setting yourself free from bitterness. Leave the result to God. You cannot control how other people respond, but you can control how you act. Do your part in love and trust God to handle the rest. I know some wounds run deep. Some of you may be dealing with years of pain, broken trust, or repeated disappointment. I want you to hear this. God is in the business of restoration. He restores what is broken. He rebuilds what seems impossible. And often, He begins that process with one courageous step of obedience, choosing to reach out instead of shutting down. Thank you very much for joining me today on day 103 of Faith for Every Day. If there is a relationship in your life that needs healing, ask God to show you the next step. Whether that means a conversation, a letter, or simply forgiveness in your heart, take that step in love. And remember, when reconciliation happens, it is not just about mending the past. It is about stepping into freedom and peace that God wants for your future. Until next time, may the Lord bless you with grace, humility, and healing. Thank you very much for listening.